Of all the executioners of House Cawdor's ruling Thane, few are as terrifying to the faithful as the Headsman and his great blood-stained axe. When the Ashmire Weird Covens sought to wrest control of the Primus North Sector Theta 9 scrapping yards, the Headsman turned the local Cawdor gang's fear into rage and piled the dome high with mutant skulls. When the Delac of Logan's Reach unleashed their Spiker assassins against the faithful, the Headsman showed the House of Shadow the true meaning of terror. And when killers from the Spire came to unseat the Thane himself, it was the Headsman who painted the Cathedral of Woes red with the blood of unbelievers. G'day and welcome back to Wellywood Wargaming. My name is Damon and this is the huge series where I give you bite-sized videos on the lore and the mechanics of every single hired gun in the modern game of Necromunda. This one's a good one, the Headsman. Obviously a nice little bit of lore there, quite a mysterious looking guy, but what an awesome model this is. Now this is one of the first sort of releases that Forge World did for the N17 or N18 version of Necromunda. And originally there was a little bit of controversy around this model. It was released with what looked like a pointed sort of KKK member hat on, and they quickly redacted the model and redid it with a bald head and a load of candles on it. Now I really personally liked the first edition of it. I'm certainly not a KKK guy myself, but it was a cool looking model, and this is a science fiction universe, so I didn't really see the problem myself. But some people are offended very easily in this world. I choose not to be offended. That's that. Anyway, the Headsman House Cawdor Executioner is a fantastic model available from Forge World. Let's have a look at the model actually now. We've got the bald-headed version here with a sort of little, I'm not really sure what that is on his head, but we've got loads of dripping melty candles and a noose around the neck there, as well as a giant double-handed axe there. Just a really bloody nice looking model. I think if you play Cawdor, in fact if you play Necromunda in general, you're best off owning this model. I don't really know why I don't have it. I actually don't own this model, but I would love to own one and paint one up because I think I could do it a lot of justice actually. Really gorgeous model anyway, so go get that from Forge World if you don't have it already. How does he play in the game though? He is Cawdor only. He's not available for anyone else and he's 210 credits. So of course you could use this guy as an outcast leader like you can with any of these hired guns, but this guy is otherwise only available for Cawdor gangs as a hired gun. Now, what does he have in terms of stats? He has a movement of 5, a weapon skill of 3+, which is great. We have a ballistic skill of 6 up, but that's fine because this guy is close combat melee focused only. We've got a strength of 4, which is good. Toughness 3, average. 3 wounds though, which is fantastic by the way. An initiative of 3 up, 3 attacks. A leadership of 7+, a cool of 7+, willpower 6+, and intelligence 9+. So not the smartest, I have to say. The skills that come baked into this guy are Combat Master, Fearsome, Inspirational, and Rain of Blows. 4 skills, lovely, baked into a 210 credit cost. It's actually not too bad at all. But the only weapon that we have is the two-handed axe. Now the two-handed axe is not the best weapon in the game, I'll be honest, but on a guy with 3 attacks, and Rain of Blows and stuff with that 3-up weapon skill, it's not too bad at all, and it certainly does hurt if it gets through your armor. We've got light carapace armor, which is fantastic with a 4-up save, and a stim slug stash there as well, which is always nice to have in games. Now he's an iconic figure, so he counts as a champion. He group activation 1 and leading by example of 6 inches there as well, so he counts as an extra champion if you're hiring him as a hired gun. And he also generates articles of faith as well, so he generates a number of faith dice as shown in parenthesis. So yeah, that is the Headsman there in terms of the rules. Now again, like, he's nothing too fancy or special. Like I said in a previous video, the power creep is real in Necromunda, and this guy being released very early on in the current edition of Necromunda does mean that he's been overtaken and overshadowed particularly by a lot of the new Goliath guys, things like Lady Credo and stuff like that. This guy's just nowhere near as good, unfortunately, but the model is absolutely gorgeous and he's worth having just off the back of that, really. But if you want a melee-focused guy for your Cawdor gang, because Cawdor don't have many options in terms of Dramatis Personae, this one's a pretty good one. But again, yeah, just to reiterate just how lovely that model is, it's worth having just for that, I think. Anyway, that's me, and I will catch you in the next video. Over and out.